Come on. Come on.
Yes, the boys, welcome back to another video. It is time for some pull. Check-ins are done. We're ready for the gym. Scale weight has been only slightly up. 4 mornings, so we're holding a little bit higher, which is good. So we're ready to roll. I'm about to get off for pull. Like I said, I need to actually go and get some Monster because right now we are out of pre. So let's get the shoes on. Let's go to Co-op, and I guarantee you they do not have any Monsters because they are absolutely poor at supplying the goods. But let's have a look. I'm about to go into Co-op. If I come back empty-handed with no ice cold white in my hands, Co-op is the worst shop in the history. I've slated it before on this channel and I'll slate it again. We're back giving it another chance. If it is not there, boys. Serious. Right, boys, they've got me again. And I'll tell you what they do. They don't have any in the fridge, so I have to buy a pack of 4. I'll get through 4, so I don't mind that. We'll keep them across the week. That'll be my 2 rest days, and then today, I can't remember if I said, I've ordered pre and it's not here. So I don't usually have a stim pre. However, I just like having something. So we go for a nice Monster if I ever run out of pre. So that's what we'll get down. I had some geezer talking to me about stripping guns down, and he's an ex-Marine. Basically, I was using Apple Pay and he said he doesn't know how to do that, but if I want to find out about weaponry, yeah, very random 1-minute Co-op trip, but now we can actually get to the gym. Also, if you are a UFC fan, MMA Hour, I've listened to that literally since it started. Ariel's been like moving. If you know who Ariel Hawani is, he's moved his show. He's back today, so I'm very, very happy because I've missed that. We're here. So this pull session, fellas, is my mid to upper back focused push. Pull session? What am I on about? Did I say push or pull? It's pull anyway. Pull. So I have got now, I think just one lat movement in this one. The rest is my hip hinge and then mid to upper back work. So we're going to get abs done. We're going to get in for that. So I've got this one, and then Saturday session is a lot more lat focused. So if you want to grow a nice big old thick back, this is one for you in terms of that thickness there, and then a little bit of lats. Saturday session, which I'll cover at some point, very much lat focused. So it's looking quite busy, boys, which ain't ideal, but let's see. We'll get in there, absolutely drill some pull. Let's get it. We're going to start with abs. I won't film them, but we've got 3 sets of a hanging leg raise, and then we're into the T-bar. I'll see you on the T-bar. Let's get it. Right, boys, so first row, T-bar. Number 1 mistake I will see on here is lads just trying to move this and move the bar. If you just think about moving the bar in a row, you're more than likely just going to be bouncing out the hole. This is taking your breath away. Feels terrible. You can't actually feel anything, and then you'll just stop when form breaks down. So yes, of course, we're moving this nice and explosive, but think about lengthening and getting everything fully short. Think about sitting with that load, actually in that stretch with everything lengthened. And then think about we're driving through and we're locking that in at the top. If you think about that, rather than just moving this, I guarantee you will feel it a lot more. You'll get a lot more out of it. Your back is going to actually grow rather than you just yanking this around. So, especially with a chest support, we want to take advantage of that. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. So 3.5 plates. I got 6 reps last week, reset last week. So I need to make sure we beat 6 reps now. So that's the focus. So we're allowing that protraction, them shoulders coming forward, and then we're going to drive back and retract. And then we'll get a lot out of these. And notice I'll use that eccentric as well to get my breath and then brace and drive. 7, boys. Take that. Back off is 3 plates. So we'll try and get at least 8. And then we'll hip hinge. So I did have barbell RDL, but if there's one thing that plays up, boys, it's my hips. That RDL is over 4 plates and it's fucking heavy. I was using the belt squat when I was in Meritor, my old gym. That's the only reason I went back to barbell, because there wasn't one here. Also, they've changed the rack. It's not the best for unracking, so I was like, right, do you know what? Let's get back onto the belt squat. So we've got belt squat RDL now. What I'm literally thinking about is just frying my whole posterior chain. Actually having that control right into that stretch and then driving through. Not using any momentum, all control, full range, rinsing them. So first time with 3 plates and a 15, so very close to 4, but we're taking our time. I need at least 6. Let's get it. So we're warm, boys, and we're locked and loaded. And the thing you'll see here, right, it's a lot of load. And if you don't stay composed on these big movements, you'll just break down. Your body will just break down. So you won't actually get to failure. Notice how on the way down, I'm getting my breath. I'm keeping composed, because then I can actually attack those last couple of reps. So yes, you might say it's a little bit more boring than just picking it up and absolutely just ripping it around, but I can actually take it further because I've got that composure. And that is very important. So apply that on your isolation so we can keep that tension there. It doesn't have to be overly slow. It's just enough so you're actually composed. So you've got your breath, you've got your wits about you, you can take it there. And you'll see that now. That was 7, boys, and I'll take that, because what I'm making sure I do is just drive through my hips. I don't want to start just leaning back and trying to stand up before my hips are through. We'll take that. Right, fellas, so it is extreme row time. Especially with upper back, we are focusing on retracting and getting that short scapula back. So I do not just want to row here. I don't just want to get my upper arm back. Yes, of course, we need to get our upper arm back, but we are retracting. Before I come down, I lock that in. So what you'll see through someone's rows, when I go through form analysis, one of the boys who's newer to the team or the first time looking at rows, the first one will be locked all the way in, and then as they get close to failure, they'll be getting less and less and less far back. So by the time we get to the end of the set, we're not even getting that musculature short. So what I would much rather you do is lock that in and then come down, and be patient. Stay in those reps until you've locked that in. You'll see here, I stay there until I lock that in, and then I come down, get my breath, fully lengthen and drive through. So again, with a chest support, make the most of being able to fully lengthen. We're driving back, we're locking that in. That is the focus of these now. I held on to 6 plates. So this is the starting point now, this gaining phase. We've got 5 plates on the top, 1 plate on the middle, and I need to beat 6. So let's go. Take that, boys, because last time that was like just about 6, and I thought I might have the 7th, but I didn't quite have that there. So I'm going to take that because upper back, I can feel every little bit of that. So what I do for the back off, strip off a plate off the top, and then we're in for, I think I've got to be 8. So, and that's the big rows done. So on this back off, just to show you, oh Jesus Christ, I'm breaking my camera. Just to show you what I mean in terms of fully lengthening and getting everything short, I'll try and get my camera down so you can see the upper back. And you'll see exactly what I mean there. And that is what you want to be doing, because that'll make the world of difference. Onto the lats, and we're going to run with the just top handles now. I was using like the bar. I've got towards the stack now. I just need to reset a little bit. So we're sticking with the same movement. I'm just going to make sure I'm going to use the D handle so I can ever so slightly supinate and really dig that upper arm in, because watching back last week I was just struggling just to get that last little bit short. So I want to make sure I really do think about contract the lat, control up, now stretch. So we're going to see how this feels. Same movement, same load, just going to see which one feels a little bit better, and then we're going to roll with that. So I'm thinking about keeping that all through my elbow, coming up and away from me on the way up, keeping that tension there the whole time. Spend time in that lengthened. I still want that tension there in that stretch, and then I'm going to drive that upper arm just down, hold that contraction, drive through. The last thing I want to do is just start yanking at these handles. So everything through the elbow, keep it all on the lats. They're the big main meat and potato movements with our hip hinge, T-bar and extreme row. So now it's time for some lat work, and then we're on to the isolation. So let's get it. And one thing you've got to realize in that gainer phase, you're not going to grow by accident. We have to literally force our bodies to put on that tissue. That is an adaptive response to the work that we are putting in. So if we are not coming in, and if we're training hard, like, yes, it's important to say progress training. That's not easy though. You can't just progress training. It's hard. If you've got a hard 8 reps and you've got to get 9 reps, that's hard. It's very hard. So make sure you understand that and lean into that and embrace that, because obviously physically it's going to come with massive benefit, mentally as well, and your enjoyment in that. When you really lean into that, you're going to get a hell of a lot out of that, and that's very important in your gaining phase. You're not just going to grow just because food's up. That is not going to happen. You have to have that stimulus there. So I have got rear delts now, preacher curl, and then face away cable curl. I'm going to turn this mic off because it's running a little bit low and my camera's flashing at me. So I'll record what I can. Rears, thighs, pause in the stretch, contract hard. Let's get them, fellas. We're back, boys. We're back. We had a little pit stop to get some beef, and then we're back in, and that was a physique update. I'm super happy with the look. 15 weeks ago, I was in a position where I needed to get blood sorted, and I was sat at 88 kilo, and I hated the physique. I hated where I was at. I had to sit at maintenance for like 8 weeks, 10 weeks, and hated it. So to be at this point now, reversing up where I'm super happy with that. Like, I'm very happy with that point now. Enjoyment of that. That's what makes me at some point want to do that shoot again, or want to at some point step on stage. Potentially, if it made sense. But for where I'm at now, I'm so happy with that. So like, I was not happy with my physique, and it was kind of things out of my control. That wasn't me slipping with food, slipping with training. That was me genuinely running myself into the ground, and I had to make up for that. So my physique paid a price for it a little bit. And with just sorting all of that out now, I feel 100 times better. So if you're in a similar position where you're not too happy with where you're at, just get your head down. Get your head down, get a plan in place, get someone you trust, like me and the team, and get a plan in place and get to work, because you will not regret it. I feel 100 times better there with how we're looking, how we're training, everything. So buzzing with that. I'm going to get in now. We've got 20 minutes of cardio to do, some steps to do, and then we've got a busy evening of calls, some exciting consults first, and then got quite a bit of programming and food changes to make. So busy. That's going to be pretty much a 5:30 in the morning till a 8:30. So let's get after it. It's currently 3:20, and we've got 20 minutes of cardio to do. So let's go. So this is why Lucy is the G. Come home, and she's hooked up the new lights. The desk gets even better. Bang, match them. Then we've got the sign, boys. We just had a big call, very exciting, but this is sick. This is where we're cooking now. So if you want me to be cooking for you in here, link in the description. Get in touch, because I need to get them pictures sorted. Pictures are next. Then we're really cooking. But we can switch around, boys. We can go for a nice little... What have we got? Right then, there we go. We've got blue. I'm a bit far away, but we've got a nice variety of the colours. Happy days. Fellas, it's currently 8 o'clock. I have just finished uploading a new video for the team. So basically what I just did then was made sure exactly how to get check-in pictures perfect. So exactly what we want to be thinking about, why we take them fasted, lighting, what setup we kind of need, all of those things there, so that any of the boys who are on the team now and any of the boys who join the team, they know exactly how to take them check-in pictures. And that is all the things that we cover to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. So that is a very valuable one. And I'm going to get that out to the fellas right now so they know it's there. That has been a very busy day. I'm going to go and eat my last meal now. I will update you in the morning what scale weight does. So the past, boys, 4 days, I've been 80.1 on the dot. So we've had 2,500 calories today. Let's see what we wake up at in the morning. See what Ben does. It's check-in day tomorrow, so I'll see what happens with food. I'll take check-in pictures in the morning there. I will let you know what the changes are, and then the next video I will probably run through a full day of eating, so make sure you do watch that. There's loads coming. Let me know if you want to see that. If you've watched this far, drop me a like, boys. I do appreciate a like. Drop me a comment, let me know what you want to see. Fire away any questions. Make sure you subbed. It goes a long way, boys. I massively appreciate it, and these videos will keep on coming. And like I said, anything you want me to cover, let me know and I will cover it. I will go through it in these vids. But I'm going to be going through every single little bit of what I'm doing to grow Coaching Coliseum and to grow my physique. That is what this channel is all about. And then anything else I get up to, you're here for the ride as well, boys. So I appreciate you watching. I really do. It means a lot. I'm going to go have my last meal, chill, get steps done. We're up in the morning to do it all again. And I'll let you know what we're weighing, boys. Let's go. Good night. Good morning, boys. It is 5:30. I just woke up and
I'm 79.6. So I am literally 0.3 down from my lowest. I don't know what has happened there. Normal food yesterday, down from that lowest. 0.5 down from yesterday. Weird. Really, really, really don't know with that one. So we'll get that over to Ben and we'll see what he says today. But that is a very, very, very strange one. I was not expecting that in the slightest. So we'll see. We'll see how pitches are this morning. We'll go from there. But that is a surprise this morning. I do not know why that's happened. That was literally 2,500 calories yesterday. Lowest food was 194 for that lowest weight. So that's wild. Training, like you saw, has been very good, but I was not expecting a half a kilo drop. So we'll see. And I'll run you through the game plan. The game plan we'll save for the next vid. We'll keep this rolling, right? So if you want to see what changes are made, if we get that food up, if we pull cardio down, whatever happens today, get on the next vid and I will keep you posted. Thank you very much for watching this one. I appreciate it. Peace.